Inclusion in the classroom, avoiding deficit discourse surrounding financial disadvantage. In an educational setting, the term deficit discourse refers to the view that students who are different from the norm are seen as a negative. It focuses on the weakness of individuals rather than their strengths and considers learners with additional needs as needing to be fixed. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights declares that every individual has a right to an education. Normalisation means that all students are learning together, regardless of differences, rather than segregating learners with additional needs. This inclusive learning style says that all students are unique and that their diversity should be considered when implementing their curriculum. Children experiencing financial disadvantage often face challenges their peers do not, and are more likely to show the following behaviours. In a deficit learning environment, these behaviours are seen as a negative, and the child may be labelled, for example, naughty or rude. To address a perceived learning deficit, it is essential to understand the reasoning behind the behaviours. For example, a child who forcefully enters play and does not show turn-taking skills may be labelled as rude. However, they may simply lack the social skills necessary to build relationships with peers. Modelling these skills and introducing explicit classroom expectations from the start benefits the whole class. James and Angus both attend the same public area school. They are both 5 years old and are currently in foundation. James comes from a background of financial disadvantage and Angus does not. James is often late to school and is periodically absent, meaning he misses a lot of classroom content. Have a look at the two examples. Are both boys coming to school each day with the same needs? Which list of circumstances do you believe would enable you to engage in learning? If James is already starting each school day with these complex challenges, how do educators ensure that the learning opportunities provided to all students are equal? Classic James, late again. James, you must be more organised in the morning. You're late to group time again. You can sit over there and wait and not interrupt your friends that were here on time. Miss Jones recognised that James is often late to school, missing group time, further excluding him socially and limiting his opportunities with his peers. She changes the morning routine to free play in the morning until 9:15, allowing for any children who arrive late to participate. Social exclusion may result in a person not fully participating. Children from homes experiencing financial disadvantage may experience social exclusion due to the perception of difference from their peers. Educational exclusion does not only mean that a child is physically excluded from school. Exclusion can also occur when living conditions such as financial disadvantage and distance inhibit learning, and also when a student's needs are not being met and individual learning styles are not acknowledged. The Melbourne Declaration lists two main educational goals for Australian schooling. The Australian curriculum continues that educators need to remember these goals while drawing on students' diverse backgrounds and abilities in order to deliver an inclusive curriculum. Miss Jones decided to introduce a star chart to encourage reading, where the first child to 20 stars received a prize. Miss Jones wanted all children to have an equal chance to win a prize. She listed 20 specific books which had to be read to ensure all children were reading the same length or difficulty. This helped equal the playing field, however students' varying reading abilities were still not addressed. Miss Jones decided everyone should win a prize and differentiated each child's reading target according to her perceptions of their abilities. This did not allow for extension and scaffolding. Children do not have a chance to show the educator what they are capable of, and children with a lower reading target may experience labelling and social exclusion if their peers compare reading levels. Miss Jones started a book wall in the classroom. Children added the titles and pictures of the books they read and enjoyed to the wall so that others could see their recommendations. Rather than varying her teaching for different students, Miss Jones recognised that it was more inclusive to choose a learning style which did not compare and exclude students based on their varying strengths. While it may take time initially, the normalisation of classroom promises opportunity to reduce educators' planning load, resources and infrastructure, saving time and money. It is important for educators to continuously reflect on their teaching to ensure all students receive a quality education alongside their peers.